Animal husbandry can be lucrative, but only those willing to put in the time and requisite investment commitment. To Millie Muburu, a rancher at Chisowe ranching scheme, animal husbandry, and in this case ranching, is not a space where one makes it by chance.
This business was started by my father in 1978. He started with about 9 animals. But what I know from the stories he kept telling us is that cows are good animals to look after. They generate income. If you need like school fees, if you need some money quickly, you get your animal and you sell it off. Part of my fees was gotten from these animals. The other thing about ranching is that beef has demand. It has demand. I don't think you'll ever go to a market and you find a butcher there without his stall of meat. So it is against that background that Mose thought of coming up with this business.
Many times starting is tough, but in the grand scheme of things, sustaining a business, and more so one of ranching, is actual heavy lifting. Here, adherence to key principles has been crucial in getting this ranch where it is today.
We were recording, we have been recording. The farm manager does his dipping, he takes records when he's at the farm. But in each kraal, they have a book. And that book has numbers, the numbers of the maybe 80 animals that belong to that kraal. So in that book at that kraal, in the evening, those animals will be counted using a register of some sort. In the morning when they are going out to the field, they will also use the same record. However, we are slowly but surely moving this information to the computer. And maybe with time, we'll have a more sophisticated system of supporting the managers in this record keeping, because the herd is growing. So when you keep your records, you're able to know the genetic background of an animal. And that will prevent the inbreeding. That is very, very important. You need to know the genetic, that one is a father, that son, that's the father. So even when you're putting up the herds, you make sure that you're not mixing them, particularly when they are related, to prevent the inbreeding. And you know, once you inbreed, you affect the quality of the of the breed. If we want to stock, we will say that how many heifers do we have? If maybe we have a target of 500 and we only have 200, we would say, okay, maybe this year, let us increase our stock by buying maybe 200 heifers. So from that record, you're able to determine where you can increase your stock and where you need to reduce.
Out of respecting such principles, this, especially beef-producing ranch, has today not only defied time and other odds, but also possesses some of the best beef breeds in the country.
As we know, beef animals, they grow very faster to reach at the market stage. So because for the Borans here, at the 1 year, you are ready to sell it off. And the Borans, they have tender meat. Their meat is very nice. Yes, more than the Ankole and the rest. Yes. And another thing, these animals, they are not susceptible to diseases like Frisians. No, these ones, they are not susceptible. They are hard animals. So we are looking at 200 to 300 live body weight. Wow. Yes, in one year to 1.5 years there.
In addition, the ranch has also cut its teeth in the goat space.
Now the numbers are in thousands.
Okay.
I'll not give you the exact figure, but they're in thousands. And the goats are also, goats we are in, I'll just give you a rough estimate, about 700 and above. Yeah, so that is what we have currently on the farm.
Scaling the challenging terrain of animal husbandry to get to where this ranch is today has not been an easy feat. To the caretakers, disease control, and feeding are areas that had to be given special attention.
So to get such animals, we do some things in time. So it's like we dwarm them in time. Every after 3 to 4 months, we dwarm them. We dip them weekly and the rest. And another thing, we feed them well. As you see, the farm is clean, we have enough pasture, we have plenty of water.
Relatedly, one can also play in the space of the ranches without necessarily keeping animals, but as a feed supplier or simply put grass in various forms.
The pastures is a good thing that a farmer can get into in terms of another stream of income. They are very easy to grow. Sometimes you have a field of grass, but your animals have eaten all that field, and you're asking yourself, what else can I give these animals? So this chloris, which is hay, dry hay, can be given to the animals to feed on.